FFK as is being called, and a former Minister of Aviation, has mocked the manifesto of the Labour Party recently released by its presidential candidate of the party, Peter Obi. The former Anambra State Governor released the 72-page document titled "It's Possible: A Pact with Nigerians" at the Labour Party Secretariat in Abuja on Saturday. In the document, he outlined his plans for the country, including the revamp of the economy, security and corruption if elected as president next year. Femi Fani-Kayode, who reacted to the manifesto in a post on his social media handle on Sunday, dismissed it as a pact with Lucifer. The APC chieftain slammed Labour Party supporters as intolerant of others' opinions, adding that party should not be trusted the party should not be trusted with power next year. He wrote, Obedience have expelled the DG of their own presidential campaign council due to allegations of fraud and misappropriation of funds. Obedience have treated most of their leaders that are not from the East with contempt. Obedience are the biggest and most vicious trolls on social media, and their official spokesperson often refer to those that oppose them in the most unprintable terms, referring to our candidates as devils, monkeys, demons, and Nebuchadnezzar. Obedience presidential candidate Peter Obi is embroiled in allegations of drug. Obedience is embroidered. Obedience presidential candidate Peter Obi is embroiled in allegations of drug deals in Malaysia and has been proved to have secret, shady, and hidden bank accounts with millions of dollars trucked away in faraway Panama. Obedient vice presidential candidate, the shady Mauritanian refugee Datti Ahmed, is a murderous, sociopathic, homophobic, and homicidal maniac who is devoid of the liberal and accommodating nature of real Nigerians, who wants all homosexuals and members of the LGBTQ to be killed, who is more ignorant that a vagrant internant goat, who is a Holocaust denier, and whose Nigerian nationality is questionable. Obedience are fascistic thugs who constantly threaten the lives of those that oppose their views, and candidates who are publicly threatening to rape, sodomize, and maim female members of the APC PPC for supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who are intolerant of opposition and criticism. The Obedience are very dangerous people who are fueled and propelled by bitterness, hatred, envy, and incalculable resentment, who have an insidious fascistic agenda and who cannot be trusted with power. They have just unveiled their so-called manifesto, which they labeled a pact with Nigeria. The reality is that their pact is not with Nigeria but with Lucifer. May God deliver our nation and people from them. How? FFK. This is your usual way of writing. Usual way of writing. So if you describe a Obi and Obedience like this, how do you not describe the same thing you have even written about this APC? You are talking about the same thing you have written about the vice president too. You have written, and now, of course, people are not taking you serious, and you are just doing it, and you think this is life? Femi Fani-Kayode, you think Nigerians will trust you? Would they have known to be a zealot and a chameleon? You who were against the misrule of APC under Buhari, the youth thought you were speaking for them, only for you to turn around and die with APC and Buhari. You are more than chameleon because they feel that anyone that gives you food, you follow that person. He's a greedy man. If Labour Party manifesto is part with Lucifer, what about APC government that has made millions of Nigerians poorer, jobless, homeless, number of orphans, widows and widowers through the activities of Fulani herders? Boko Haram banditry, kidnapping has increased exponentially over the last 7 years. What on earth is more luciferious than what your senseless government has imposed on Nigerians? Thank you all for expatiating it. Pact and covenants with devil himself. FFK, I don't blame you, but where you belong, APC will reign your political career. Does he have anyone? Please bear with FFK. His drug finished last night and his madness started again. He's read out of control. Wahala too much. Oh. That is why at times I say wahala. I honestly feel sorry for this man. He needs deliverance. FFK should know that he does not even have the monopoly of anything. He should stop being vulgar. He's fighting a lost battle and he spins around a huge pressure like the person screaming in the intro of Asake's song P-Boy. Peter Obi no go smell presidency till kingdom come. Who won't give to be the president safe? And you are not even going to be alive to see it. Oh, nobody gives precedence because it is not personal property, but it comes through wish of people, okay? Do you understand that? Fanika Ade, why do you enjoy insulting people if you don't know you are taking grave risk? Please leave the obedience alone, as they are the only political party that has come genuinely to rescue Nigerians from the shackles of the old politicians' predators and have looted the country's treasury and impoverished the masses. This shameless man should solve his stomach problem before he starts talking. The man just acted as a chameleon he is. Give him peanuts, he will sing your praises. Tomorrow now, he will come back. You'll be so. Of course, he has said worse things. He has said worse things that we can even experience. Because all the things that he's saying concerning Obi, they are not true. But what he said concerning the APC and Buhari, we are all witnesses to that, even as we speak now. Stomach infrastructure FFK, this guy is going contrary to the rule of engagement. The man that talks with two sides of his mouth. Why wasting your precious time for Obi? Obi is not going anywhere. He just wants to make noise and create awareness. If president is agreed to come from the southeast, when next president is zoned to the southeast in the next 16 years, it will surely not Peter Obi. By that time, Peter Obi will never rule this country. And don't you know, you will never live to see him becoming president of Nigeria. After next year election, Fanika Ode will eternally be forgotten in Nigeria politics. Who they even dey remember am? Once you hear that name FFK, from everlasting to everlasting, you will know what it stands for. People just say, Yoyo Yumu. That name. They told them to rethink. They refused. So the Kaba proposed they should hit him with MMT to see if he has a change of mind. But he still insists. They said, okay, because they have seen that serious obstacles in the front. But if by any means they come in, then a new status quo will be drawn. Shetima will be the one ruling. Okay, if Fanny, okay, it's funny we trust with leadership. Okay, is it funny that we not trust with leadership? A woman bitter and a shameless politician who has become a dog good for backing for masters. I beg shift. Why is FFK going this low just because of politics? Does he think Nigerians are fools he can deceive with all these unfounded lies? This is really appalling for a man of his age. He's gradually eroded all respect Nigerians have for him. We not even the year. That's the dynamic guy they give, and they don't say this guy. Maybe he don't say outlive his usefulness. Joe Igbokwe, that's why they are picking him. And Joe Igbokwe now, that one no they talk again because they don't give him position.